This video is of the Perfect 10 workout. This is one of my favourite workouts to do. It can be broken down however you want to break it down. I like to do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 9, 7, 5, 3, 1, and it's reps accordingly as I go through it. Now, in the video, I am currently at 5 reps. I'm on my way down. I'm a little bit tired. First exercise, Hindu press-ups, and you're trying to keep a nice straight body in the downward dog position. Try and take your head down in between your thumbs and then push your head forwards, so you end up doing a cobra with your hips just off the ground and your head as high as it can go with your arms straight. And then you reverse that back down to your head coming down by your thumbs or in line with your thumbs, and pushing your bum up and backwards so that you come back up into a downward dog position. It's difficult, it's a hard and heavy exercise, especially when you've already done a lot of reps. The next exercise then is the box step-ups. And the box step-ups, the objective here is to do whatever number you're doing on each leg. And so you're trying to step up. You want to try and get your heel on the box so that you can use your hamstrings as well as your quads moving in and out of the movement. So you want your foot thoroughly on top of the box of the one that you're driving through, and then you want to fully extend and open the hips each time you stand up. Next, that goes into V-ups. V-ups are a good ab exercise. You leave one leg on the floor and then you lift the other one up and you tap the toes of that leg with your hands, and then touch the ground behind your head and then touch the other side. Again, it's each side, and you continue through the reps. Then we move on to the chin-ups, pull-ups. On today's, I've done chin-ups, so my hands were facing towards me. Pull-ups are that way around, because I've been doing a lot of pull-ups lately, and I wanted to push myself to do something a bit more. On that, if you're needing an exercise that's a little bit easier, then you just revert to a TRX row, or maybe even a bent over row with a weight. If you need something that's a little bit easier, TRX is a great bit of equipment because then you can use that to adjust the weight to suit your needs. We have dips. And the dips is obviously lowering yourself down so your arms are parallel to the ground and then pushing back up. For that, again, a nice, difficult and heavy movement. So if you need to adjust that, then chair dips or a small weight in extension. Moving then on to the through lunges. Now, through lunges, this isn't that hard of an exercise, i.e. my legs should be stronger than my upper body. Mine aren't. Missed leg day, but with this you're trying to step from the standing position to the lunge position, and then all the way back in a balanced position. So you're coming forwards and backwards in one movement. You'll complete the whole reps range on one side and then do the other side. By doing this, you're then moving through that lunge movement, trying to create a nice square position in between the thigh and the calf, and keeping the balance point each way through. Then it's toe to bar. So again, with this movement, if you do struggle, because a toe to bar is a very hard and technical movement, then you do want to have something a bit easier maybe, and maybe sit-ups is the answer for that. After that, it's the humble press-up. So good form press-ups, trying to keep your core nice and tight as you lower yourself up and down, opening the shoulder blades and dropping the shoulder blades down together as you get to the bottom, into Angels of Death. So just bringing your arms above your head and back to touch your bum. And once you've done the Angels of Death, obviously, and the Angels of Death as well, you're trying to keep your knees off the ground, so you're slightly elevated. And then once you've done that, it's then into Russian twists. These last three I call the easy ones, or the recovery ones, because they are a little bit less weighty, should we say. But if you struggle with press-ups, they're going to be hard. If you struggle with the Angels of Death position because you've got tight shoulders, then again, that will be hard. It's a personal thing. From there, we then go back into the next round. For me, this is now 3, but if we're talking about different routines you could use to get through these, we have the 1 to 10, 10 to 1. I like to go up in evens, come down in odds. Sometimes I'll do 10, and then I'll do some kind of cardiovascular element, which I'll kind of weigh out. So it takes me about 6 minutes to get through 10s, and I'll try and do, say, a 1,000 meter row in 4 minutes. and I'll repeat that process over. Sometimes you might need a rest in between that, or sometimes you can try and push through and build on your endurance. It's personal preference. But for me, this workout hits on a lot of muscle groups and stresses the body in a really good range of different muscle groups, and you push, pull and leg type movements, and it's a well-balanced exercise routine. For me, it's the one I go to when I've had a busy week and struggled to get all my push, pull, legs type muscle exercises in. Or if I just want to kill myself and push hard. Right, give it a go.